so the time is 2:17. I'm about to head to SFO. It's Thursday, May 31st, and I'm gonna be attending BLC. And kind of feeling a little mixed about it as far as being prepared. I'm a reservist. I attend every month. Right now, I feel like the biggest thing that's gonna be my hardest obstacle is the lack of consistency that I was been exposed to the military customs and lifestyle as a reservist. So a little bit's gonna be a refresher going to BLC, trying to, for the three straight weeks I'm gonna be there practicing. I'm also gonna have to catch up on trying to stay in step with my peers as well. I've been doing a little bit of research, and I know that some of the hardest things are why people tend to drop out is due to the land nav, which also during basic training I was also not the greatest at. So we'll see how it is. I've been doing a little bit of refreshing on YouTube, trying to look up tutorials on how to do it. I hope when I get there they'll teach it a little more. And also the D&C portions, the leadership portions. If you practiced when you were in basic or you had the option, I only had the option very few times, or I also didn't take it as much as I should have also. So I think if you went and took leadership positions, platoon sergeants or squad leader positions in this, that probably helped you out a little bit more, because now I have to catch up a little bit quicker than the rest of my peers who I feel have taken these positions as well. And or I believe Fort Dix, I'm going to Fort Dix, New Jersey, and I don't know if they have also I'm pretty sure they have active and reservists that go to attend this course in BLC. So we'll see how I do. We'll see how I do with the layout as well. I believe I brought everything I needed. I'm going there for the summer portion, May 31st through September. So right now I qualify for the summer. Right now I just checked the weather though, and it's storming, so we'll see how that goes. And part of me, like, I'm rubbing my eyes because I just woke up. I got like 4 hours of sleep. I have to head to the SFO. So I plan on getting the rest of my sleep over there on the airplane to Philadelphia airport. So we'll see how it goes. I'm about to start driving and head out from where I reside over here in the Central Valley all the way to the San Francisco airport. Right now it says traffic isn't too bad, but I know I had to get the jump earlier because a lot of people commute, and there's a lot of traffic due to commuting. So yeah, we'll see how it is. I'm about to hit this road. Got quite a journey ahead of me. Gonna probably just blast some music, try to stay awake, and then I'll take off from there. Alright, how's it going, everybody? This is Specialist Ullman. I spoke earlier about how I'd be documenting my time here at BLC. Right now I'm here at, you can see it's pretty nice right now here at Fort Dix. Pretty nice. Right now I'm just here with my battle. He's over here running right now. I'm trying to come over here, help him do his best he can on his APFT, and I'm just here to give y'all a summary about week 1. Cause right now, tomorrow will be week 1 for me. I'm still kind of a little bit I don't want to say like hesitant on whether or not like everything's gonna go as smoothly, but I'm kind of preparing for worst case scenario. So right now, week 1, it feels long. It feels pretty long. It's kind of like the AITs, but yeah, right now it isn't too bad. We got here, Fort Dix, a lot of classroom. First week you take the APFT, you get assigned your platoon, you get some gear, you get some let me show you guys. Let me show you guys what it is. And while I'm gonna be calling out to my partner, because he's running on the track right now. But let me go ahead and show you guys what I got. They give you inspectables. What you should for sure know is the NCO Creed. The NCO Creed, it'll make your time go by a lot better. It really will. But we should also know, they say the Army song here, so if you don't know the Army song by now, you should get that down. I know for me, like, right, I'm a reservist, TPU, so when I got back from basic and AIT, as you just get back into the comfort zone of civilians, the civilian lifestyle, so you forget a lot of that. But yeah, anyways, right now I'm just here with my boy. He's coming around the corner. That's why I just see him right now. See, he's got him coming down the track right there. But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more in-depth discussion about what week 1 all entailed. Alright, well, I'm gonna talk about the first week of BLC. I'm here right now with my boy Bohannon, my roommate. But anyways, right here we're in Fort Dix, New Jersey. It's about to be the first week of BLC. So right now, I could tell you from what I was expecting, I didn't know what to expect, to be honest, and I bet that's how maybe a lot of you probably are feeling as well. Yep. Maybe not knowing what to expect. That's why I'm gonna try to keep these videos a little bit more consistent, so that way I can give you a rundown exactly, so it's more recent and fresh in my mind. So day 1, how would you describe day 1, man? Like, in your own words.
Just you know, you just had to be quiet so you could just listen, take all direction from the SGLs and deal with it in process. It was just like a lot thrown at you at once after a long days of travel. Yeah, basically, kind of like that basic, but not as strict. Basic, of course, fucking, they very strict. They want to break you down. Here, it's not more so because you're already in the service, you're already in the Army, but they expect a lot more out of you, right? You'd say that? At a faster rate.
At a faster rate, they expect a lot more out of you. So, try to keep the camera a little bit more like this, looks a little bit better. But anyways, day 1, get here, in processing, you go through all the paperwork, signing consent.
Welcome briefs.
Welcome briefs, you do welcome briefs. What else is there? You get your room key, you get your roommates, i.e. right here.
The cool boy.
The cool boy.
Schoolboy.
Yeah, the schoolboy. Schoolboy. But not, you get, usually it's 3 to a room. But anyways, much like AIT, the next day you get your platoon, you get assigned your platoon. They hand out leadership that day as well. Yep. So,
signed the platoon, signed the squad.
Signed the platoon, squad.
Classroom
as well. Laptop, yep. So majority of your time is gonna be spent, there's 3 weeks in BLC. Week 1, this one is for sure has been spent mainly in the classroom. Classroom. Exactly. So that's where it's gonna be. And also, what you're gonna be tested on the first week, even though I know they're probably gonna change it up a bit for August, there's gonna be a new iteration. This is gonna be the last of the BLC, kind of like the old style. I don't even...
As far as learning like drill and ceremony and navigation, they're pushing it more to like college style, where you're gonna be writing.
Yeah.
Learning how to write to reports, write your resumes, get you ready for like civilian life after the military.
Exactly.
Or throughout the military, because they want you more critical thinking.
Right.
Especially when you gotta make quick decisions.
Yeah. Perfectly summed up. Perfectly summed up. Like basically they told us garrison.
Yep.
Instead of more field environment, garrison, transferable into the civilian. But anyways, what y'all came here for was week 1. Get assigned your platoon, classrooms. Things you need to probably kind of get down is probably like the Soldier's Creed. I mean, not the Soldier's Creed, my bad.
NCO Creed.
As you were.
Noncommissioned Officer.
Yes, the NCO Creed. Creed of the Noncommissioned Officer. If you can get a little bit down before you come, or if you can get it all down, it would help.
A lot.
What I feel like
it's not going to be a test, but it depends also on your SGLs. For some of you that do not know what that is, it's small group leader, right?
Yep.
Small group leader is usually staff sergeant or above, and they're going to test you on it. Right now they're saying that we're supposed to be done using our cards, so we can't use the cards no more. No more examples. It's supposed to be off of memorization from here on out.
They're trying to square you away so you can say it in graduation, all synchronized and harmonized.
Yep.
What have you.
Exactly. So, yeah, anyways, they, I said anyways so many times. They're going to test you on DNC and PRT at the end of week 1. That's what we're coming up on is the weekend. We have those tests coming up along with 3 other tests, right?
Yeah, roger that.
Right.
Check.
3 other communicative writing tests. That's what they're called. And I'll tell you right now, one of them is how to write a memorandum for DA 693.
638.
638?
Yep.
As you were, 638, which is for awards, and a 2938.
Oh, 2398, sorry.
2398.
Which is the
sworn statement. So those are the 3 Army correspondence that they're going to test you on, and it's homework, basically. It's homework, and it's an assignment that you have to turn in.
Get graded on.
So they're going to be throwing a lot at you. This was our first 6 days, basically. Tomorrow's going to be 7. So that's why I want to make this video to sum up week 1. And yeah, that's it for the basically my biggest concerns before I came to BLC was definitely the DNC, because I feel like since I've been out of AIT, it's been like almost 3 years.
A lot of
3 years.
Reservists don't really.
Yeah, a lot of reservists and National Guard who don't really practice. You know, their unit's a little bit ate up. So it's kind of like a culture shock again, kind of like BCT, but like you get familiarized because you kind of memorize it.
Basically.
All I can say is basically just try to train with your classmates, your battles. Helps out a lot. I can tell you for sure, helped me out a lot.
Good class cohesion too.
Yeah, class cohesion. Try to like stick with somebody, communicate, bounce back off of each other with ideas. And also, hey, you know, you want to come? Let's go work on these assignments. Let's hash them out. Let's work on these areas.
Go get some PT in.
Let's go get some PT in. That's what we're doing right here. Here, my boy, helping him with his PT.
Getting my runtime ready so I can exceed the standard on that APFT.
Oh, yeah. So basically, that's that. That's all I can say for summarizing the week 1 experience.
Week 1.
You know, I haven't captured it all, but I feel like we captured like a good majority of what this first week kind of entailed.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll try to keep the videos more consistent, and I'll upload some more on the next couple weeks on how they're gonna come from here on out. Yeah,
that's all, folks.
That's all, folks. All right. Alright, how's it going, everybody? This is midway through the entire BLC course, and right now, almost there, looking forward towards the end. So the next big things that we got coming up, because my last video, we had events like PRT and DNC, that already passed. Did good on those. Those were one of my biggest concerns were those evaluations, but it seems they weren't as hard as I anticipated. And the next big event, there's 2 tests. There's an oral history evaluation. It's kind of like college. If you go take a public speaking course, it's kind of like that. Have a public speaking paper/evaluation tomorrow. Then shortly after that, it's gonna be conduct individual training, which we each were assigned individual tasks. But first, let me take a short intermission right here. Just hey, say something to the camera, bro.
Yo, this course got me wiped out. Pressing the legs for my PT test tomorrow.
All right, yeah. All right, my boy got a PT test tomorrow. He's about to crush that shit. I'm about to go with him pretty in the morning, pretty early. So he's gonna do good. Like you seen in the last video, I was there with him at the track. This dude's gonna kill it. He's gonna kill that shit. But anyways, I digress. Next big evaluations: oral history and conduct individual training. Then after that, it's a warrior. Hey, what is it? Warrior tasks?
Wartime.
Wartime tasks. Wartime tasks, basically everything in the field. Formations, salute, sit reps, spot rep, everything field oriented. Nothing really garrison, nothing really classroom oriented. So it's gonna be a little bit more engaging than the typical classroom work that we usually get. But we're gonna go out to the field here pretty shortly, coming up in the weekend, and then the next big evaluation is land nav, which for me at least is one of my concerns. Back in my basic at least, we didn't really do land nav. We kind of did. They kind of just did a speed run on how to teach it. For the most part, all the privates, including myself, didn't really grasp it as well, and they kind of just threw us out there in groups, and half of the time, at least for what I can say, with all the people I've talked to, half of the time, nobody really kind of knew what they were doing either, so they kind of just clung together in these groups that were just groups of misguided privates shooting azimuths in God knows what directions, and I'll admit I was one of them, but let's hope it'll be a little bit different. They're gonna have a full 2 days almost of teaching us, so hopefully it won't be that bad. But yeah, that's the next evaluation after the oral history, conduct individual training, and then after that, we're all gravy. It's all good. It's going home, graduation. Looking forward to it. But yeah, anyways, I'll make another video come that time. And I'll summarize a little bit about my experience here so far at Fort Dix, New Jersey for BLC, which are about to change it all up. So the next cycle, next month is gonna be the last month that they're gonna be doing the schooling in this manner. So in essence, a couple of these videos might be useless, but in essence, they're gonna have the same content. So that's why I'm making them. Anyways, this is Specialist Ullman signing out.
Let's just go ahead and haul.
Hey, how's it going, guys? This is just Specialist Ullman telling you about the final wrap-up of BLC. Well, I made it through everything, passed all the exams. Got my last video, I was at the point where I just maybe have finished the CIT, or I was gonna finish the CIT, which is conduct individual training, which it was pretty useful. Like, I can see where it can be implemented in your future career as an NCO, and it was a good experience. You see, they broke it down, the process that you need to go through with your soldiers on how to teach them how to do something, how to perform a certain task according to standards and conditions. You're gonna do the risk assessment, go through the procedures, train your soldiers, inform the command of the percentage on which they are trained. Also, you gotta go through wrapping up and closing the whole conduct individual training, which it wasn't that bad. It was pretty good. Like, I got like a pretty good score. I got like 96. Missed one thing, which wasn't bad. But other than that, after the CIT, me and my boy, we just finished our STX and land nav. So those are the two biggest factors that we needed to finish after the CIT. Those are the last two worries of mine. Mine, for one, was land nav, because I know from my land nav in basic training, as I talked to you guys before, like in basic, they went over it for a day, and maybe the second day after, and then they just threw us out in groups, and they kind of were just like, all right, go find these points. And to be honest, like, I was trying to do it by book, but I feel like, and my suggestion for any of you that struggle in land nav, if you were to get tested on this, which at least for as far as BLC goes, they're not going to be doing this anymore. Come August 2018, they're going to rule it out. The whole curriculum is going to be different, as I discussed in my first 2 videos. It's going to be entirely different. There's no more land nav, no more tactical. So this and the next cycle directly after mine is going to be the last of the land nav. So what I would suggest, even if you guys are testing at your unit, if you're not doing it anymore at BLC, is terrain features. At least for me, like, I was trying to do it by book, use the compass, shoot my azimuth, get all the directions and everything, but that I feel like wasn't the correct way for me to do it. But they also taught me how to do it terrain feature wise. So as far as BLC goes, they go over it 2 days. 2 days, they teach you the correct way, and then when you go back out there in the field, they'll teach you the terrain feature way, which for me, and if some of you also aren't too great on the land nav, terrain features, use your terrain features. Like, what I mean by that is, if you see a map, you see there's a road. If you know where that road's at, just use, I used an index card, I measured out the distance, say when I plotted my points correctly. Oh yeah, definitely. Just know how to plot your points correctly, and then terrain features. Those 2 things can get you to pass land nav. Me, I suffered a lot, and the first practice day I found all 3, the second day I found all 4, so I got 100% like both days, this is my first 100% in BLC, and this was my #1 category in which I struggled with, which is quite quite ridiculous. I don't know how it makes sense, but hey, I'm not gonna complain, it's 100. So anyways, terrain features, and know how to plot your coordinates, and just know those 2 things. Those 2 things can get you by. And yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty cool experience being able to do it yourself, being able to plot it yourself and figure out where you are on the map. It's kind of also, it's a self-correcting course. So when you get out to a certain point, you find a point. It's going to be like an orange and white sign. It's gonna have the grid coordinates on it. So you're gonna look at your map, and they're gonna give you 4 points, and it shows what the point is, what coordinates they are. So if you read the sign and you read your paper, you can automatically correct yourself, say, oh, this clearly isn't mine, and you go, and you can, from that point, you can reference where exactly your next point would be at, north, south, east, west, and then use your index card, measure the centimeters at the bottom of the map, compare it to the map, and you're like, okay, this is about like 200 meters, and you know I need to go 200 meters more north, or maybe this is only 1 tick, oh, it's only like 50-ish meters, 100-ish meters, pretty close, and you just know, okay, I just need to go that much further, this way. That's basically all I did, and that'll get you through. So yeah, that's land nav, kind of like in a not very correct manner, but from my manner and from those who struggle with manner, because like even like the night and day before, I was on YouTube trying to like brush up on it, because they did actually send 2 people from my platoon home. 2 people from my platoon home, because the land nav, they couldn't pass the land nav. So these things happen. So I was worried about it. You just gotta plot right, terrain feature, and that's also what a couple other battles that my unit told me too, so I'm glad that, you know, they gave me the heads up. But other than that, afterwards it was the STX. The STX, also like the whole tactical portions of it, like, I'm not too squared away upon, but the STX is kind of like the fun portion. So after land nav, they already presume that everyone's gonna pass, so that's kind of like land nav is where it kind of like finalizes the last grade. The tactical leadership is where you get graded here in STX, which they give you a certain mission and they give you a certain leadership position. There's 3 positions. There's squad leader, which is in charge of the whole mission, kinda, and then there's the 2 team leaders, Alpha, Bravo. I got Alpha. So it just also varies depending on your command too. If you got like a squad leader that wasn't as strong in tactical, then the whole mission's kind of be a little bit obscured, which kind of happened with mine too. but also like I'm not too squared away upon it, so then there's 2 out of 3 that are not too squared away upon it. So then it kind of like, all right, the mission success rate is kind of, but then it's also based, the SGLs plan this so that way there would be failures. So despite it all, they want to see how you're going to react under stress, and that you're going to be stressed out whenever you're going to engage the enemy or engage any obstacles regardless. So that's also that, but it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun all in all. Yeah, the STX, you're gonna have a set of your platoon. Certain squads are gonna be on your side, and there's gonna be op 4, which is the opposition, the opposing forces. They're gonna be your enemy, so it's kind of cool. You get to play the enemy and just the regular squad. You play both sides, which I feel like my mission wasn't as fun as the others. Others got a mission where you were protecting the fob, and it was basically like I was opposition, which was pretty cool too, though, because I'm not gonna really complain. Basically stormed the castle, so we were there with our weapons, just trying to get inside the gate, and then we were able to get underneath the fence somehow. So yeah, it was pretty cool. It's kind of like a movie sequence. We all ran up, 4 of us, with our weapons drawn, just stormed. They didn't know what happened, but then we ended up dying because they want the opposition to kind of like go easy and die regardless. That way the leadership squads can actually get graded correctly. But that's all about STX, is they try to put you in these mission scenarios, squad leadership scenarios, see how you're gonna handle the pressure, handle the leadership, if you're gonna delegate your soldiers and effectively try to get through the mission successfully and handle all the tasks and get there in a time-effective manner. And afterwards they do an AAR, they try to sum it all up and talk with you, talk amongst your peers, talk amongst everybody to see how the mission went. After STX, it was a wrap. Police called up the next day, spend a lot of time out there, and then back on the bus, came back here, and here I am. And now it's just 2 days and a wake up. So, for my first video, back when I was driving on my way from my house, I was nervous. I was nervous how this whole experience was gonna go. I didn't know what to expect, to be quite honest. And to be honest, I wouldn't regret it. I don't regret it at all. It's been a great experience. I've met a lot of great people, which this is something that the military always has established for, I feel like a lot of us, is you always meet a lot of great people that, you know, you may not be exposed to back at home. And it's something that's just quite unique. And it's unreplicable elsewhere. I feel like in other organizations, this cohesion between us, these experiences that we all share, it's something that kind of like unites us all, keeps us together. We all can relate with one another. And all in all, 2 days in a wake up. All my battles are here. I'm graduating with my entire class, luckily. So yeah, that's cool. Like, and I made it. So that's all I got for you guys right now. I'll create further videos later upon the graduation day. And yeah, just stay tuned. Hey man, how good do you feel about graduating tomorrow?
Yo man, like, personally, like, I had a lot of accomplishments this year, and this was the last one on the checklist that I was trying to get, and I fucking got it.
Oh yeah,
it was
man.
all thanks to my boy Oliman, cough confidence list boy Oliman, hashtag fucking 4 squad Oliman, hashtag promotable specialist Oliman.
Fuck with you, man. But nah, man, I wouldn't have been able to do it without you either, man. Real shit. You were there, you gave me guidance on a lot of things that, you know me, man, I was nervous about, worrying about. We got through it, man. We got through it together, bro. Yeah. That's how I feel. That's what we're gonna do tonight. Good shit. Ready to get out of here, man?
Yeah. Oh.